I want to close just with a little letter, and it's from a young man named Kyle, not much older than Jesus at the age of the story that we looked at. You probably don't have to hang out with us for too long before you figure out some of our values. And one of our values is just the Word of God. We just go here every week. We can go back to that, but the application of that, looking for people who are still on the outside, especially next generation stuff. Next generation is huge for us because we realize that there's a big, just a big balancing act going on almost with that generation in terms of their faith. And what's going to happen, the outcome of that when it comes to the nature of the Christian church, the movement of the followers of Jesus. This little paragraph is from a young man named Kyle. Just his story, he's part of our church community. And he says, I was just a regular kid with no bias for or against God, and my friend Zach and I were talking together, and he mentioned a group of friends he hangs out with on Sunday nights. This group was called ABS, or Area Bible Study. And he explained to me how we hang out for a little bit, have some discussions about God, then hang out some more. And Donna Siles, the leader of the ABS, is a good cook, he says. The idea of food got my attention, so I agreed to come with him. My first time I was actually scared because there were a lot of people I didn't know, but they were all very nice in meeting me. Many were from different schools, and yes, the food was good. So I went through ABS, and after it, I felt like I had accomplished something where I had this new feeling in my heart. I told Zach I wanted to come back and asked him what else the church offered. He mentioned several activities such as Ink, Slinky, Oasis, Warehouse. I got involved with some of these groups and I made many, many friends, some of whom are my current best friends. Everyone accepted me right away, but I always felt something was missing until I tried to mentor for Oasis, which is our program of small groups, really kind of a confirmation training. Well, he told me that this group was for confirmation of baptized kids. I thought how I hadn't been baptized. So I asked how I could be baptized. The day of my baptism, my life completely changed. I felt so close to God, and there was no more feeling of awkwardness around anyone. Pastor Pete performed the ceremony. My confidence showed so strongly that a friend of mine, Ray, noticed and asked me what had changed, and I told him I had been baptized. He quickly said he wished to be baptized, and several days later we had a baptism for Ray as well. Now, God is not supposed to work this way. Zach is truly a fringe kid. And Zach worked to bring Kyle, and then Kyle worked to bring Ray. It's not supposed to work that way. It's supposed to be smoother. We're supposed to have better training. God says, this is how I enlarge my kingdom. And even you can be part of it. I read this on Sunday, and the two Area Bible Study leaders were sitting there and just wept. Because they realized that they had been used in some small way, and they were first row seats in this thing that God was doing. We're going to just move into a little time of prayer tonight. And I want you to pray tonight for the person in the middle. And maybe it's a middle school student that you know. Maybe it's somebody in your own family. Young brother or sister. Maybe it's one of your children. Maybe it's somebody mentoring or coaching or somebody in the neighborhood. I want you to pray for those kids in the middle. And if you don't know somebody like that, then I know you have another situation where somebody in your life is in the middle. And it might be in a relationship and they're kind of stuck. They're not this yet and not that. It might be an issue of career. It might be an emotional issue or a spiritual issue. But just pray that God would really emerge in that setting. Let's just lift these people up before us. So let's just take a couple minutes to pray.